time again today in another process video for my Project Live Catch Up Friday video series. So for today I've got week 52 for you, the last week of 2015. I will be doing the backside of this spread next week, so look out for that. So let's get started. So just to note, the first thing is that I'm going to be using a bunch of story kits and story stamps from Ali Edwards, as well as the Calico kit from May 2016, which is called Jolli Holiday. And this week is actually I'm going to be doing essentially 3 spreads, mainly because we went up to Sydney, so we went on holiday and there's just a bunch of stuff that I want to record. So what you see me doing there, just sticking down the thickers. They're essentially alphabet stickers, which I got from Freckle Fun. It's for one of their kits, but I think they're pretty old, so I'm not sure that it's still available anymore, but they're very similar to just basic American Crafts stickers. So those would do as well. So I spelled out the word 52, then stamped directly onto the photo using my Stays On black ink, as well as the Project Live date stamp. So roll the date stamp. The next thing you see me doing here is just, I want to decorate this photo here, which is a photo of us decorating our Christmas tree the end of last year. I will be using, I want to use these chipboard stickers. One of these chipboard stickers is from the craft story kit from Ali Edwards. And that is essentially it for that card. I kept it quite simple. And then the next thing you see me doing here is just going through a bunch of cards that I want to use for these 3x4 pockets. And what I'm planning to do here on the left there, middle left, is using this heart, die cut hearts, which is from the Heart Story Kit from Edwards as well. And I'm planning to kind of create my own journaling card by sticking that heart directly onto that a plain, I guess, journaling card from Project Live. So I think I bought this one. I think you get 100 4 journaling cards or something, and I think it cost me like $10, so it's pretty good value. So I'm just doing some journaling directly onto this card around the heart. And I like how there's so much white space there, and it's almost kind of create another what do you call it, another shape onto the page, which I quite like. So I think I might do that again sometimes. And the next thing you see me doing, well, thinking of doing, is just looking through my stash for a 4x6 journaling card. And I'm just kind of going through a couple of like stuff in my stash, to be honest, like, you know, story kits or, you know, documentary kits, Project Live kits, various pieces. I went with this particular card, which is from, I think, from Read Story Kit from Ali Edwards, which is the current story kit. I think they're still available, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I've heard that it went out of stock, and then I also heard that it came back in stock. So, but if you're interested in getting one, please go to aliedwards.com. I believe that's their website. This is not sponsored by it in any way, by the way. So I just really like her stuff. So I use a bunch of her stuff and I think it's great. So, and I'm just doing some journaling directly onto this card using my Precision black pen. I went with both the 08 as well as the 03 pens. So just to kind of create a bit of dimension or almost interest onto that card. I also went ahead to and round the corner of that journaling card as well. I wouldn't normally do that, but except the back side of that card has cornered rounded, so I decided to just round the corner using my corner chomper, and that was a 1/4 inch one. And the next thing you see me doing here is just heat embossing this piece of wood veneer, which is from the what do you call it? Calico. Sorry, it's called Calico documentary kit. Excuse me. And then it's called Jolli Holiday, as I said before. And I'm using the embossing powder from Ranger, and it is called Liquid Platinum. So I recently bought this from my local scrapbooking store. I really like it. It's almost a kind of a cross between gold and silver. So I like how it's almost a champagne color, which is really cool. And so I heat embossed that using my Ranger heat tool. It took me a while though, mainly because I think my heat gun, well, it's really slow to heat up. So, and the next thing, so I stuck that down using my glossy accent, and then trim off the excess using my tonic, I think Tim Holtz scissors. They're the kind of heavy duty one, which I really like. I also have the Fiskars fine tip scissors, but I wouldn't normally use that with, you know, kind of heavy duty material. So I tend to use, I want to, I guess, keep that one just for paper, even though I have used that one for heavy duty stuff before. They're both great, to be honest. I'm just journaling directly onto this card. I stuck down that piece of chipboard from the Read Story kit once again, and oh, I'm sorry, what's going on with my camera? Okay, cool. Now I'm going on to the next part of the spread, which is that half, kind of the insert. This insert is actually from just a basic design A1, and I cut off just the other half, just mainly because I don't need the whole lot. So I just using my paper trimmer to cut off the I guess it's the halfway through, and so I'm just left with this kind of 2 4x6 pockets and 2 3/4 pockets. This next thing you see me doing here, I'm just using a journaling label, which is from, I think it's from a Calico Documenter kit, and then I stuck down those puffy stickers, which is also from a Calico kit as well. I'm not sure which one it was, but you can certainly still get those digital file, and then use a Cameo silhouette to cut that up. And then I'm just using this Heidi Swap journaling spot here. I got it recently at my local scrapbooking store, which is closing down. I just using that circle, kind of circular journaling spot there. It's actually called Journaling Spot Love 1. I think it's really, really old, so I don't think it will be available anymore. But to be honest, if you just punch out circle and then just use your pen to outline around the circle, I think that would be fine too. And now I'm also sticking down these, I guess, hexagon label, which is the same, which I got from the same scrapbooking store, which was closing down, so the stuff are really old. I kind of wanted to help them out a little bit, so I bought a bunch of stuff which probably not going to use. But anywho, it's a challenge. It'll be interesting. So the next thing you see me doing here is just thinking about how I want to do some journaling directly onto that photo. I went with this Amy Tan's, a sticker from Amy Tan's sticker book, which I think this one is actually from Better Together line. I stuck that down, and I'm using my Sharpie black pen just mainly because it was a kind of a slippery surface a little bit, so I decided just the Sharpie probably is a safer option for writing onto that spot. Similarly, I stuck down this sticker that says remember from the same sticker book, and then journaling directly onto that photo there. And the next thing you see me doing here is just using that same journaling spot kind of Post-it. I think you get 10 of each, so which is pretty good value. I think they cost me like $2 or something, which is even better. So I stuck it down, and now I want to kind of decorate that card a little bit. So that journaling spot a little bit. So I'm kind of going through a bunch of stuff in my stash to see whether I can find a kind of a word phrase sticker which would fit there. And I found this one from Calico. It's a pink one. Stuck that down and doing some journaling directly onto that journaling spot. I tend to go with, sometimes I, capitalize all the letters. Sometimes I do, a bit of each. Sometimes, I do multiple sizes just to give a bit of, of a variety, I guess, a bit of interest, create a variety, and it's fun. So, and excuse me. The next thing you see me doing here is I'm just kind of working out. I want to doing some journaling directly on, doing some journaling onto this photo, but it's relatively busy, and I also want to cut off the that part of the photo where I don't need of someone else, someone in the background. And so I'm just cutting out the a 4x6 journaling card, which is from Project Live. So Project Live by Becky Higgins. Just cut out the excess and then just using my corner chomper to round the corner. The journaling card itself is a bit bigger than my photo because I'm using the selfie photo paper, so it's not exactly 4x6. So I cut off just a little bit of it at the bottom and then just use my corner chomper to round off the excess. So round off the corner. The next thing you see me doing here is just going through a bunch of story stamps. I want a stamp that would fit onto that area, which is not that large. I went, excuse me, I went with this one which says, "This photo has my heart," and I believe this one is actually from the Click Story stamp. Yeah, so I stamped that directly onto that journaling spot, and it is from, so I used the VersaFine black ink, and then I stuck down that arrow there, which is also from Freckle Fun, kit as well. But to be honest, any arrow will do. The next thing we see me doing here is choosing, going through a bunch of stuff that I guess a bunch of journaling cards which I want to use here. And so I went ahead created my own, I guess, a design card, which is based on a journaling card which came from the kit as well, from the Calico kit, as well as these circle chipboard stickers which I've got in my stash. I believe most of them are actually from a Calico kit. Various of them, various kits, I guess. And I kept my stash, and I thought I really want to use these up, so they're out of my stash and free. I want to use them up, I guess. And so I decided to just put 3 of them in one card, and then just using my my Sharpie pen to kind of outline the circles. And then I'm also using this chipboard, like circle chipboard thing, which is, and I stuck that on the top and kind of off the top a little bit, and then I just cut off the excess. And that is another 3 or 4 journaling card that I'll be using. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the excess there because I felt like it didn't fit very well onto into the pocket, and just trimming off the excess. And now I'm just doing some journaling directly onto that card there. I'm essentially just talking about the photo that's above that card and talking about the food that we had and the restaurant that we went to, which we really enjoyed. Never had that dish before, so I thought it was pretty cool. And now I'm thinking about how am I gonna, I guess, doing some journaling directly onto this photo here. And I kind of looked through a bunch of 4x6 card in my stash, and I kind of decided against all of those things and want to go ahead with and using a kind of a plain piece of paper. So I went to get a plain piece of cardstock and cut that up into, I guess, a 6x1 or 6x1.5, and to create my own journaling spot. And you'll see in a minute that I'll just round the corner and essentially creating my own journaling spot using just a plain cardstock, and stuck that down. And then I just outlined that area there using my precision black pen, and I'll be sticking down this heart sticker there, which I believe is from the Tough Story kit. I got this idea actually from Elliot Woods. I think it's really cool. It's an easy and inexpensive way to create your own journaling spot. And yeah, so done that, and I'm also going to be using exactly the same technique in the photo, for the photo next to it as well. So both photos of food, and I'm just kind of measuring out, I guess, a similar size round the corner, and that was a 1/4 inch corner, and then stuck that down using my American Craft tape runner. So I decided to go, this one I kind of do the outline around it, without a break, I guess. And I decided to use, instead of a sticker, I went with stamping onto it. And I think, so this stamp says capture this, and I believe it's actually from the Magic Story stamp. And so I'm just doing some journaling and talking about the food and describing, I guess, our feelings and, when we had it and, how we enjoyed it and what we actually had. So, and I'm also going to be, underlying those, the journaling as well. And yeah. So that is essentially it. I know it's such a long, sorry for the long video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I hope you please give a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe. And here's some close up, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!